right, what's happening? So this is a dictation, transmission dictation, a remembering, right? Currently in the right outside of Philadelphia, PA, the Quakers, you know, have a compound with the Sister Amentia, with Dr. U on assignment in Quakerland or something like that, right outside of PA, about 15 minutes outside of the city of Brotherly Love. We outside of the city of Brotherly Love transmission coming through, remembering what happened. This I Admit story. So, 2013 or so, Dr. U, my person, was over on Gainesville Street, Southeast Washington, D.C. Right off Alabama Avenue, Alabama. My person grew up in Alabama. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, that is. Tuscaloosa is indigenous word for black warrior. Whereas my person used to play on the Black Warrior River in Tuscaloosa. The city of Tuscaloosa in the county of Tuscaloosa. Black warrior. So grew up in Tuscaloosa, Black Warrior. Grew up in Black Warrior, Alabama. So on Gainesville Street in Washington, D.C., Southeast Washington, D.C., it was around 2013, my person had this idea, say, Dr. U, let's get together the people that we are aware of in health, right? In the DMV. And let's have a health fair. Like a News 4. News 4 is one of the radio, television stations here, the media platforms. So we say, oh, News 4 does a health fair. Let's get together and have a conscious health fair, such as News 4. Let's mirror, let's do what they do. Dr. U, he suggested, let's get together with Omawali. So Dr. U, Omawali, and my person got together. We put our heads together. They say, 2 heads better than 1, 3 heads better than 2 or 3 get together. So the three of us, Omawali, Dr. U, and my person got together. Said, let's call together. My person called it a health fair. Omawali said, let's make it a movement. Omawali said, let's make it a movement, baby. Why just do it one time? Let's make it a movement. We said, okay, let's make it a movement. We called a meeting. Soul 57 on Florida Avenue, Southeast Washington, D.C. Call a meeting. Boom, Soul 57. Had a meeting. It's a movement now. We're meeting every strong on a Sunday. We moving fast because the shit is coming fast. So we're remembering, we're dictating to self. If you get it, you get it, right? You was there for if you're getting this, you probably was there. You know this story. It's making sense as we remember. Omawali, Dr. U, and my person call a meeting for a movement, a conscious health movement. We said a conscious health movement at Soul 57 in February of 2013, right? On a Sunday. A lot of people showed up. Then we say we got to keep meeting because this is too many people. We got to organize this. Shit, we like to cursing. So this is not for children. So this is a disclaimer now. There'll be some cursing because we flowing. This shit is coming. It's come. Pierre grew up around an environment where cussing and shit going on. Niggas just talking shit down in Tuscaloosa, Black Warrior. So the Black Warrior is here. So the Black Warrior come out in sometime in the language, communication. Don't take it personal as a motherfucking Black Warrior as we integrate all of ourselves. The Black Warrior integrating all of itself, right? So dig it. We say let's have a meeting, right? Let's get together, have a movement. 2013. And at the same time, my person was really dealing in the Moorish movement because we was riding around in a car with Moorish tags saying this is our land, right to travel. So Sister Persona, as we kept meeting, the numbers dropped down. It was a handful, maybe 10 to 12, about 12 of us meeting, right? We said, let's come up with a name, Sister Persona of One Love. Shout out to One Love. Sister Persona said, how about the Collective Health Initiative? We all came, as I said, let's come back next strong with some names. Collective Health Initiative came out, Sister Persona, 2013. So my person still dealing around with the Moors and had court cases, stopped going to court, bench warrants. Eventually it caught up, so we shortly went to jail after that. After the chi was created, My person went in jail, spent time in jail. And while in jail, we were sitting down talking with the Lord, meditating. Going within. What else could do when he in jail? When you know some shit, you just fucking be by yourself, home, go within, reset. And what higher self said, we understood the power of free will. Honor free will. Honor free will. So my person remembered free will, the value of free will. So in 2013, as we sat down, in the judicial system, you see, to remember free will. In other words, my person has an intellectual understanding of, what's happening in the so-called, with the law, whether it be admiralty, maritime, the strongman, the debt, the IRS, all be aware, we know what's happening. So, in 2013, they said, counsel, the Arcturian higher self, the soul. The soul said, look here, man, free will is free will. Allow to be what is, and you simply choose how you wish to be. This was in 2013. Came out of jail in like October. November, path led to this metaphysical theological school, ISE, the Institute for Spiritual Enlightenment. My person started volunteering there, fresh home from jail, just volunteered to answer the phones. It became, office manager answering the phones there at ISE. So in 2014, we say, well, shit, we got a movement going on, the Collective Health Initiative. So in 2014, it's a theological school. If people, every Sunday until we meet. So, and after the we have a service, spiritual service, 11 a.m. at ISE every Sunday at 10. My person said, we have a movement called Collective Health Initiative. So my person called a meeting after the Sunday service in 2014. Reverend Dorita Dixon, Bay, all Moors at this time, we playing this Moors game. Ashep Hassaniter El at the time, Ashep Hassaniter El, recently coming into mastership through Breath Master Aaron Motley, was knighted. He said, you're a master. So he said, you're a master. So it was around that time. At that time, Ashep Hassaniter El, Reverend Dorita Dixon, who was at the time, she's an ancestor now. She's at the school, the Institute of Spiritual Evolution, Institute of Spiritual Enlightenment, which later became known as the Institute for Sacred Evolution, still the same acronym, ISE. So we had a meeting in 2014. Precious Mother Love, and who is true, and cats, you see around in the circle, says, hey, let's call our movement I Am It. And so now we say, okay, well, I Am It's the movement. So what the Chi is, the Chi became the health ministry of I Am It in 2014. So this Mercury deity in 2025, Wednesday, Mercury deity in 2025, as we're remembering the story, this is when we catch up to speed. And we're outside this, we're in the portal of city of brotherly, the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're in the portal, in the vortex, in the Quakers, in the ashram. In the ashram here, you walk around in the ashram, and the Quakers. Because at that time, it was like it's an Amish movement. It was like we're in the, it was like the Amish is doing. That's like we're the Amish. We're indigenous. They Amish. It's really it was an Amish movement. I admit that's the foundation. It began as an Amish movement. As my person is here in the Quaker Amish in Pennsylvania, City of Brotherly Love, remembering 2014 that we came together and identified this as I Am It. And so in 2025, my person is now saying, well, for the past 11 years, what we have is, I Am It, the website, iamit.me, with the Collective Health Initiative serving as the feminine essence, the health ministry. And we have the Indigenous Cultural University, the ICU, serving as the masculine, the masculine and feminine of I Am It. I Am It, masculine and feminine, the light and the dark, the God and the devil, but we just choose masculine and feminine. The cheese, the feminine, the health. Heal, baby, heal. Holistic healing. After you is know thyself. Know that who am I? When you know yourself, you know God, the universe, you know your man, you know everything, you know yourself. So the indigenous culture university is the masculine. So that's where we are. And we're bringing online now. Now the most recent, the birth of those two, the masculine and feminine, the birth of that is the I Am Ministries. The I Am Ministries is soul healing, which is my person's personal brand. Soul healing, my person's personal brand, is a ministry of I Am Ministries. So this is how the many hats as the from Soul 57, the movement, the chi, the I Am It, as one who's been from the very beginning. One would consider, some call it a patriarch. So the patriarchs from the very beginning, this I Am It movement. Dr. U is Omawale and Prashona, they doing their own thing, yet they still it. So this is how it works. So Prashona, this is Omawale and all the people who's involved. This is we're recapping in 2025 what happened back in about 11, 12 years ago, as we remember, here in the Quakerland, Amish people retreat. Dr. U still ride with Dr. U. So this is Dr. U. We still riding together. So here we are, I Am Ministries. So when you go to the website, see iamit.me, and you will see the I Am Ministries. You see the Chi, you see the ICU, and that's what's happening. So the update is my person was giving orders about Jamaica. So now we're in the process of heading to Jamaica to visit to the mountains, to visit the property where the spiritual center will be. The I Am Spiritual Center is going to be in St. Catherine's Parish. As of the update on that is sometime between now and the end of February. This is pre-Melissa though, pre-Melissa. So we guys waiting on an update on the assignment. However, pre-Melissa, the assignment was by the end of February to go with the property owner, the proprietor, the owner, so that we can see, so that my person can see the property, which will be, come the spiritual center for I Am It. So we're transmitting this now to say that by the year 2030, we say the plan is in 2030 for the I Am Spiritual Center to be online, so that there's a retreat center right there in the mountains of Jamaica. People to come. If you want to retreat for a little bit, come retreat. It's an I Am It retreat, baby, in the mountains of Jamaica. Jamaica, like you're making me happy, baby. You're making me happy. Yeah, just talking about this is making my person happy. That's what they say. Tell the story and say this. This is all that's going on. So we're headed to the mountains for the I Am Spiritual Center, the I Am Spiritual Center, as a retreat space for people who want to come retreat for a little bit. Until the year 2050 of our Lord, AD, the year of our Lord, 2050. In the year 2050, June 25th, 4:04 a.m., you see, which marks the anniversary, as they say, of the incarnation. My person incarnated on June 25th at 5:04 a.m. in Tuscaloosa. Came out, the breathe, that's what they say. They say we came out the womb, came out the womb and breathe. They say it's 5:04 a.m. June 25th, which is a sun deity. It's a sun deity. So my person saying on June 25th, on whatever deity it is, I haven't gotten that detail, but June 25th, in the year of 2050, you see, 77 years later, as a contrast, as opposed, you see, the law of polarity. As opposed to saying, hey, y'all, 78 times around what it looks like, we say, no 78, no 78. Who do we appreciate? We're saying 77, so instead of 78, we're saying 78. we ate ourselves up. We're gonna ate ourselves up. That ate ourselves up. That chakra, the heart, we're gonna collapse into the heart. Bloop, 3 above, 3 below. Bloop, collapse. Heart center, chakra above. And we're gonna exit this reality, the Merkaba way, like Enoch, as my person. Imagine, I imagine that. I imagine that in 2050, we're gonna bloop, 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 out of here, just exit this reality, hear them, So, then from the mountains of Jamaica, where the spiritual center is, the spiritual center in the mountains of Jamaica. So in 2030, it's going to be online. That's the plan. So that's the update. From I Am It. Not me out here in the Quaker land. You see out the windows, the fall, the leaves, the seasons change. This fall, this season, the spring, the autumn, you darling, of letting go. So my person is letting go of everything that's not really aligned with that in 2050. So I am it. So I am it. I am it. I am it. And so are you. YesUAh, YesUAh, YesUAh. Another embodiment of Christ consciousness, you see. That feels good. So my person is going to be relaxing. As the vision, we pull the device out because the vision is a little clearer now. When my person speaks and get excited about its story, it's like this is what's happening. The vision becomes a little more clearer, you see, because at one point we wore these corrective lenses and eyeglasses, and we put them to the side and says, no more. We'd rather we're going to feel our way through this, walk by faith and not by sight. So as you walk by the insight, we give thanks for the third eye atlas, as it's saying there. The third eye atlas is talking. It says, hey, say this, do this, create this. It's a dictation. That's all we know. It's a dictation. That's why it's not for children, because when you start channeling all the different childhood, from the vibration is here. So we're expecting all of ourselves. So we're preparing. That's it. That's all. We're in this transmission because that's it. That's all we wanted to share, because it's becoming really exciting now for selves. We're going to become. It's becoming intimacy. We're about to be intimacy. We're about to have a little more intimacy, because this is again a broadcast, from the cannabis ceremony. So being transparent, but sometimes we engage in our ceremonies. As it comes in ceremony, sometimes we say, hey, just share it as is. So as is, come as you are. They say, come as you are. So we come in as we are. This looks funny, but the energy flows, right? So this is what we say, energy do this. So that's all we're doing, being obedient as we flow now. We're in the flow state of remembering. As we remember to get ready to get up out of here to head back to D.C., because we got to get ready to go for Thanksgiving down in Tuscaloosa, the 3D thing. However, my person chose to take a pause to give an update, as it is sitting here remembering. Oh, shit, that's what's happening. Now it's sharing out loud, so to remind yourself, play this video for yourself, so that you can center yourself in what's happening, because you hit me, and so are you. That's the whole thing. I admit, not me. We're getting excited, more excited, so that's it. That's all the transmission for now, because, yes, it's exciting. These are exciting times. And we're remembering how to bring all of that excitement to embody it, so that the cells get it. The cells, yourselves got it now. You'll get it inside. This is embodiment 101. As Olorun say, why wait, integrate. After all, I am it, so are you. So we feel complete now. So that's the brother's update. This is what's happening on the story of the journey. So we all pretty much on the same page now. Just about seeing what happened together. All right. Oh, give thanks, Sister Mentia, because it was prompted by Sister Mentia. Sister Mentia was like, oh, you're leaving. Well, you're leaving. We're going to miss you. We understand it. It was like, well, that's what we tell you. We preparing now. We prepare. And at the same time, as we sit in ceremony, we say, oh, what my person's actually doing is we're going to prepare a space for, in case Tune-Up would like to do a retreat. Because, her and her partner does this tune-up thing. So it's a shout out for Tune-Up. And I think next is the sacral chakra tune-up or something like that. So tune-up. And at some point, maybe there will be a 7 deity. That's what we thought of. We thought about a 7 deity. A strong tune-up. So every deity There's a specific vibration for that deity, you know. Today is Mercury deity, Wednesday, Mercury day. So we'll do a tune-up for Mercury on Mercury deity Wednesday in the mountain of Jamaica. Then next is Jupiter's deity, Thursday, Jupiter. So we'll do Jupiter too. You know, that's a thought. That's a thought. That's where it came because of Mentia, because she got the space. You know, she brought the sister Needham by. You know, she does the social justice thing. So, you know, for what her work that she does, you know, she invited Needham by her Dr. U, you know, to come up and assist her in the social justice, you know, for change, and that's her lane. So it's an honor and a pleasure, you know, to be a part of being of service. And so this we're connecting the dots. Because she's it too. You see, Mentia is it, and, you know, peace, power, affirm, Mentia, you know. Abraham, this is how it goes on and on. You want to give a shout out to everybody. If you see this video, then you it. So you it. If you see this, if this algorithm approaches come up, then you it. So, and then we're it. And so now if you want to, you just go to iemit.me and see what the 2D thing is doing. The 2D is the iemit.me is a 2D. Then my person is one of the representations of the 3D, from the 2D, which is coming from the 5D, and the 4D. Shit, that's it. Arcturus, as an Arcturus soul, my person, transmitting from Arcturus, that archetype, starseed Arcturus. As I admit, this is the connecting the dots, so it's a lot, it's crazy. That's what's happening. So we just saying that's what's happening. But now, that's it. All right. Peace, love, light, wholeness, prosperity, all the shit, nigga, all the shit. Whatever you want to say, it's right there, because we it. So, let's start saying fewer words these days. So, we took this time at 21, you know, about 22 minutes or so, to say these words so my person can say fewer words going forward. Shit, you know, we just know who we it. And that's how we have conduct ourselves accordingly. As it, whatever it calls for, we to be whatever it calls for in the moment, being present and coherent, because we're it. Well, that's it for now. All right. So that's the update. Everything else, we're just gonna be showing you. Everything else is showing you what we're doing. All right. That's it.